Keeping healthy and safe in manufacturing. Manufacturing businesses involve a lot of deliveries, machinery and people, and together that means they can involve a lot of risks. The biggest contributor to fatalities on the factory floor is vehicle-related accidents. With all the noise, people, texting and vehicles backing up, it's easy to see how this happens. So every factory needs to have a procedure in place to deal with visiting vehicles. A small factory usually vacates all staff on the floor. Larger factories have designated areas with physical barriers and pedestrian crossings. Operating a one-way system and having an entry and a separate exit is also a safe procedure. Hearing loss is very serious and very common. Factories are home to continuous noise from machinery. Hearing loss is gradual and happens over time. Sorting this is not just about earplugs and earmuffs. Machines should be located away from workers to reduce the noise. Installing an acoustic curtain to separate a grinding or welding station will minimise the noise for the operator and other workers in the factory. Dust and fumes are a big problem. Exposure to dust and fumes over time has serious long-term health risks. Along with built-in local exhaust ventilation, factories may also need to use portable ventilation machines. Businesses need to provide regular health monitoring, including lung function tests, for those working around dust. Working with machines is risky. Thousands of serious injuries result from a lack of safety procedures around cleaning and maintaining machinery. Sometimes it's when outside contractors are servicing machines and they may not be aware of a factory's safety procedures. You need clear ways of locking out or isolating machines when they are being serviced. Lifting is the most common cause of injuries. Lifting and manual handling also take place all the time, and this is the biggest single cause of people being injured and having long periods off work. Businesses need to work with their workers to find ways to minimise manual handling. If possible, get a machine to do it or use lifting aids. Everyone has a responsibility to help manage all of these risks in their workplace. The new Health and Safety Act is a new way of thinking. If you work in manufacturing, there are 3 key concepts you should understand, and that will help keep you healthy and safe. The first is worker engagement and participation. Work engagement and participation. Health and safety relies on good two-way communication, so it's important to have a space for workers to gather and ask questions and find out about the daily comings and goings. Tea breaks and meetings are good times to get updates or ask questions, like how the new machine guards you've just installed are working out. Overlapping duties. People come and go all day long in a factory, like electricians fixing machines or deliveries being dropped off. Under the new law, when the work of 2 or more businesses overlap, they are responsible to work together. This means when an electrician brings in his gear to fix a machine, he is introducing new risks to the factory. That means the factory and electrician must coordinate their work to meet their health and safety responsibilities together. What this means is that everyone on site needs to know the daily comings and goings of people coming onto the factory floor. This should be communicated with everyone, every day, at the start of the shift. The last concept is called Upstream Duties. Businesses that are upstream, such as importers and suppliers of big machines that we buy and put into New Zealand factories, need to ensure the products they sell to workplaces are healthy and safe for everyone to use. For example, workers might point out a very old and noisy machine to their boss and explain the safety risks it is posing when they use it, including how loud it is, and they ask if it can be replaced with a newer model. In this instance, the business owner is relying on the original manufacturer to have designed a healthy and safe machine. The person who imports the machine to New Zealand also holds this responsibility, as well as the person who installs it in the factory. The end users, the workers, also have a responsibility to use the machine properly and in line with how it was originally designed to be used. While we all have to understand and apply these concepts in our workplaces, big and small factories might do this differently. The Health and Safety at Work Act is about all of us looking out for one another and making sure we all get home healthy and safe.